This is What's on Your Mind, and our special guest today is CHOTI.
Yeah.
Alright, man. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. It's a pleasure to be here, man.
Already.
FIZI, man.
Got a couple questions for you today, man. How you feeling? How you living, though?
I'm amazing, man. I can't complain.
Happy holidays,
Happy
you feel
holidays
me?
to you. What is it, the 23rd today?
Yeah, it's the 23rd, almost
Amen.
Christmas Eve, you feel me?
24.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We running into the new year.
We are.
Alright, man.
Oh, shit, bye.
Where you from and where you grew up, man?
I'm from Uganda. It's in East Africa. It makes up, East Africa is made up of Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda.
Really?
I'm from there. I moved from there when I was, 14? No, I was 13, turned 14, and that was in like 09. So December of 09, I moved out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the different ritual of where you actually from and where you grow up here?
The ritual? Like
The difference.
the difference? I mean, everything is different. From the people to dressing to food to music, it's all different.
Right.
You know, where I'm from is more, like community based. You know, it's very neighbor to neighbor.
Right.
And you know, I don't know, it's very conservative. You know what I'm saying? So there's not a lot of like girls don't dress like the girls do here. You know, even though like it's spreading over there because you know, internet and whatnot. But
Yeah.
a lot of the girls, you know, don't dress like they do over here. Plus, like, the culture is just different. You know what I'm saying? They keep that shit like super intact where I'm from. So it's not really easy for niggas to like come and, you know, do all that other shit.
I feel you. How did that shape you coming from Africa to over here in the United States, and how did you really make your way like in the United States?
To be honest with you, where I'm from shaped me in terms of like, I think like I have a good sense of principle.
Right.
I'm a big family guy. And I'm big on my people, you know. And I think I've just been I've been blessed to experience that. You know what I'm saying? What was the other half of your question?
How did it shape you in a way that you could survive over here? Basically.
I mean, it's allowed me not to go like crazy with the risk and shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause I mean, bro, you know, living here in America like this, man. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you could do anything to get these dollars.
Right.
So, you know, I think coming from where I've come from allowed me to evaluate my risk. Like, yo, you know, what risks am I willing to take from the ones that I'm not? Cause, man, you know, it's just like my nigga Q was saying. Yeah, Q was saying the other day, you know, penitentiary chances and shit, though.
Right. You do music. When did you start doing music?
Writing, I started as a sophomore in college. My homie Dre was from Chicago. And he lived like in a different apartment from me and shit on campus. And I used to have a friend, Marcus, who I used to like, you know, that we was tight with. So I always used to go over to Marcus's crib and shit, and just kick it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Used to smoke. And one day, I went over there, and there was a kid named Dre. And Dre loved music and shit. He was from Chicago. And he was like a freestyler. he loved to freestyle. Like he would just bust out, say some shit with the beat, without the beat. Like he just loved it. So we connected on that tip. And one day I walked in on like a session that they were having, and he was like, "Hey, bro, I need like 8 bars from you." You know, I was like, "What you talking about?" He was like, "Bro, you know I'm good." And he was like, "Nah, bro, I need 8 bars, like right now." So I was like, "Oh man, all right, cool, man." So I went in the next room, bro, got a blue pen and an envelope, and then I was there. I just kept writing after that.
Took out from there, huh? Already. Who influenced you in music?
One of my like first influences for real was probably like T.I., G.Z. You know, I'm from there's mud outside. You know what I'm saying? We don't have like concrete is cool, but then we got mud outside, so you know, it was I could relate to them a lot more than I could, like, you know, anybody who came from anywhere else. Because I feel like they were talking about real shit, you know. T.I. was the first person that ever told me, yeah, you know, whoever said, like, yo, you don't have to do what I did to get where I am, you know. You can figure it out another way. I just did this because, like, shit, this is what I had, you know. So, yeah, it's like G.Z., T.I., Mos Def, Talib, Common, Wayne Heavy, Ludacris for sure, was wild. J. Cole, Kendrick, Biggie, Pac. Nigga, I could go for days. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of influences.
Yeah, I was listening to a lot of shit. 50.
Alright.
Let's get in.
I see you got a long list, man.
And for sure, man. Yeah, I'll be here for days.
Yeah. How do you feel about the internet in music and compared to your music? And how is you using it in a way to promote yourself?
I feel like the internet's a great thing for music.
Right.
Leverage right, you're out of here. And the way I'm using it really is to just find my people and my tribe, you know, to connect and get the best exposure possible, you know what I'm saying, so we can reach new people, you know, because I have a message. I feel like, you know, my job is really it's like a guidance kind of feel for me, you know. I feel like when I make my music, I'm always giving solutions to certain stuff, you know. My brother once said that when he listens to my music, it feels like I'm telling him about something that happened already. Not that I'm even living through it, you know. So by the time I make a song and shit, it's kind of like, okay, well, I made the song because I felt like that, I lived through that, and let me just kind of show you, you know, where I've been and where I'm going.
Right.
You know? So, yeah.
Can you tell us a memorable moment, whether it's music, whether it's holidays, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, females? Do you have one?
What, like a moment?
Yeah, your biggest moment or your memory.
In music?
Yeah, or in general, you know what I'm saying?
Do I remember what happened? I think I've had a lot of small wins that I've just kind of like added up to this big thing. Like, I don't think I've had like a huge, you know? Like, I don't think I've had that yet, and I'm still looking forward to that. I've had a lot of tiny wins, bro. They just built up to, like, you know what I'm saying? So when that big does come, yeah, we'll be here. But
already.
Yeah.
do you feel about women nowadays from back then, from when you was growing up?
I mean, in America, I feel like women have been told a lie, you know, about men, and men have been told a lie about women and how shit is supposed to go. And sometimes, to be honest with you, like, I feel like we just out here fighting ourselves, men and women, you know what I'm saying? Like, women have been told one thing, like, niggas ain't shit, and niggas are like, yo, if y'all gonna say we ain't shit, then y'all ain't shit. And it's just like, you know, we keep going back and forth, but nobody's ever stopping to look and be like, yo, so where's this shit coming from? You know? So that's how I feel.
That's a good question. Where is this shit coming from?
Where's this shit coming from? Cause where I come from, you know, I guess the environment is also protected where I come from. So it's like, there are always men around who are protecting women, and, you know, there are always men around who are leading or giving guidance. So when it comes to things like building families and communities, there's always somebody there to give guidance and say, he's not right for you, or you can't get married to him right now. You know, you gotta wait a couple of months so he can prove himself. You know, a lot of the time, women out here, they don't have that. You know, so it's like they don't necessarily know that they can trust a nigga. So, you know, they play all these games, and niggas play games because everybody's playing games. Now we're all playing games, and it's just like, I was trying to be serious. But,
right.
Yeah.
How do you think they feel about us?
Women?
Yeah, from then to now.
I feel like women felt I want to say they felt at home more. They felt protected more before, that's for sure. I get that a lot when I go out. You know, women be like, I'll be like, you know, me personally, like, I'm not gonna do nothing because I understand what they are, you know?
Right.
But like, you know, they don't feel safe around a lot of niggas. That's why women go out in troops, you know, and they'll be like, you can't talk to my friend, you know, because again, she don't, you know, and a lot of the proof is just like, but I can't really put that on just one side, you know. It's a double-sided thing. We all gotta fix that, men and women. You know? Yeah. So we gotta be better for each other at the end of the day.
How's the internet affecting us in a way that, basically, how is the internet affecting us?
I feel like niggas are growing up.
Sociable, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, niggas are growing up way too fast, and niggas are moving way too fast. And that goes for both men and women. It's like, you know, my niece grew up way too fast. My nephew, that nephew got exposed to some stuff I'd rather not him have been exposed to, you know?
Right.
There are also good things, but to speak on the bad things, that would be what I would say, you know? It's like, there's just a lot. It's just too much. It's like, bro, you gotta moderate that shit, you know? There's too much information being poured out, and I feel like, you know, there are a lot of people were just taking it all in just to take it all in, and all the information out there isn't good, man.
Right, I can agree to that.
Yeah.
How can I put this? Describe your lifestyle in a way with your goals and plans.
Current lifestyle and my goals and plans. It would be focused. It would be a word that would come to mind. To describe it further, it would be like wake up, now run. I wake up and I run, and I just, I keep running. I do pit stops, for water and food and shit like that. But I wake up and I run. I make time for things that are important.
So basically, grind mode.
Yeah.
I already grind.
Really?
Grinding and hustling, man.
Yeah.
What are your future goals that you have for yourself in music?
I want to do a world tour. That is one of the ultimate goals that I want. I want to do a world tour. I want to see the whole thing. And I want to be really, 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 really good at what I do. Cause the money is cool, bro. But I want to be so good. The money is just a byproduct at the end of the day.
Right.
I don't have to want to worry about this shit. I just want to be good at what I do and be like, nigga.
No worries.
I got you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to be worried about it. I want to do this shit at a high level. I say in one of my rhymes, I'll be like, it's so hard. Oh, well, I'm playing at the highest level. You know what I'm saying? They want to draft me, the one to close and open windows.
Right. I feel that, man. I like that. I like that, man. Do you have any spiritual beliefs, and how do they guide you through life?
Yes. I'm a very spiritual person. I believe that we're all one, and that we reflect what we are on the inside. And we tend to find those, in the world. And we create things, and we speak things,
right.
And our vibration is what draws other vibrations, similar vibrations close to us. We can't, you can't be one thing. I mean, obviously you're going to attract the other side, but you can't be two things. You can only serve one master at the end of the day.
Right.
Yeah. I'm a very spiritual person.
Do you have any advice for the people that's watching on spiritual conscious?
Learn about your shadow self. These are parts of our personality that we tend to suppress and shame, and sometimes disregard and tend not to use, because our morality says and society says we shouldn't do those things. When actually, you should embrace the shadow side of yourself, because that's really where your strength is at. So that's what I would tell anybody watching.
How do you deal with things on the mental level on a daily basis?
I look for people I can communicate with, people I can talk to. Weed helps, but again, it helps. But communication, as a human being, is the best thing. Before anything, we were built to communicate, you know what I'm saying, and to talk, and to make connections, and to live in a community. So one thing that helps me is just being able to talk to somebody, you know? Isolation is not what we were made for.
Right, I feel that.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for the kids to get through life?
Advice for the kids, man. We do it for the kids. Find something you really like. Learn about it. And throw yourself into it. And find ways you can make money with it. And then build on top of that. Build with your skills.
I like that.
Build with your skills. And if you live in America, look into life insurance.
Facts.
If you live in America, look into life insurance.
Because life is unpredictable. I feel that.
Yep.
Do you have any upcoming events or content?
Me and my brother Q are working on a video series for my latest project, Wait in Minutes. You can check that out on all streaming platforms. We got visualizers and we got music videos prepared for all next year, or we're trying to prepare them for next year. I have events in January, but I'm still waiting for them to get finalized. And we plan on going on tour. We plan on dropping merch, building websites.
Yes.
And actually going official, because over the past couple of months, it's been going up, man.
Besides music, what are you passionate about?
Acting. I think me creating an ecosystem is something that I've recently discovered about myself. I want to build like a circuit so that Black people don't have to go to other people. We can just go to ourselves, man.
Right.
Remember the Q talks about having stores, having corner stores, having, buildings and all kinds of stuff. I say, nigga, we should have a hospital. We shouldn't really be, going out of our community is outdated on them. So that's really what I'm on. Us. I'm passionate about us.
Already. Can you tell the people a slogan or a motto that'll take them through life?
Tomorrow, yesterday you said tomorrow. Yesterday you said tomorrow. So, you're gonna do it today now.
Alright, I like that. Introduce yourself out.
My name is CHOTI, it's spelled CHOTI. I'm from Uganda. I'm a hip hop artist. And this is my brother FIZI.
And this is What's on Your Mind show. And we'll see you next episode. Already. Yeah.